Wednesday, April 12th, 2023. Coming up on the program today, money, power, wealth, and money. How to cash in on the lucrative school shooting industry. Plus, the People's Court sure got rapey. Walmart wants you to wear cunt. And computers can now come up with cool things to do with forks. The future is truly here.
Hi, this is Barry White. Please join me on Friday, Saturday, and Sunday, May 8th, 9th, and 10th for the first fucking thing. I'm cutting the fucking spot, Tony. Jesus. Hi, this is Barry White, and Paul Quinn College cordially invite you to a weekend in Texas on Friday, Saturday, one more time. Saturday and Sunday. Shit. Hi, this is Barry White, and Paul Quinn College cordially invites you to a weekend in Texas on Friday, Saturday, and Sunday, May 8th, 9th, and 10th. As the shit. Welcoming celebrities, a reception on Friday. Let's take it after the 8th, 9th, and 10th. Okay? Do it over. Fuck it. This asshole fuck these words up, man. I mean, he's got words that he don't even need. All right, fuck this. I'm going to take it up to Concert Love Unlimited Orchestra. That's where I'm going to stop at. So get your tickets now. Hi, this is Barry White, and Paul Quinn College and cordially invite your ass to come on down. Hi, this is Barry White, and Paul Quinn College cordially invites you to a beautiful weekend on Friday, Saturday, just a bitch. Oh, Lord Jesus. And the post-concert reception on Saturday, and a championship semi-finals. Fuck this shit, man.
It's the Distorted View Show with Tim Henson.
I'm going to touch the feces and masturbate with it.
It's amazing. Beta!
Full-bloom AIDS.
A lot of hot liquid poo just went out all at once.
And I love the aftertaste of semen in my mouth.
Yes! Timothy James Henson back here with you for the Wednesday show. Got a great one for you today. You know, this country is suffering from a lot of problems, and nothing ever gets done. No solutions are ever put forward. Things always seem to just be getting worse. So once again, I am forced to fix all of America's issues. Me, Tim Henson, a podcast host. Not your elected officials, not community organizers, lawyers, pundits. They're not doing nothing. It's always me fixing things. I guess it's a burden I'm getting used to living with. Being exceptionally brilliant comes with these lofty responsibilities. I'm up for the challenge, even though I'm very rarely applauded for my efforts. It's really a thankless gig, but I'm such a good person, I'm going to help you all out. Today, I'm going to solve the mass shooting crisis in the United States. It does kind of sound like a premise from It's Always Sunny in Philadelphia. The gang stops a school shooting. Now, guys, what I'm going to say may, at first blush, seem controversial, but I'm honestly not trying to be provocative. I really think this might work. Still, maybe I should issue a warning.
Prepare for a potentially offensive comment.
Thank you, Scott. Why do school shooters shoot? Well, they want revenge for being treated badly. Most are undersexed incels who hate women, resent good-looking guys, and are loners just looking for validation. By shooting, they're going to punish the type of person who they think looks down upon them, but more importantly, they think they're going to achieve some sort of fame and be looked up to by fellow losers on 4chan or incels.org or whatever. Take Elliot Rodgers. He shot up an entire college campus, and to this day, deranged, sex-deprived gnomes refer to him as Saint Elliot. So how are we going to solve this problem? Well, what if I told you we could make potential school shooters totally give up their deadly plans? How are we going to do it? I've got one word for you. Transgender. Hi, my name is Timothy Lapre. I've developed an amazing system that's going to completely eliminate school shootings in the United States. For the next few minutes, let me share with you my strategies that could save an entire nation. And stay tuned for an exciting financial opportunity to expand your own personal wealth to heights never seen before. Every day in America, there seems to be a new mass shooting. And as a successful entrepreneur, I had to ask myself, is there an opportunity to cash in on this stable, lucrative business? And then it hit me like someone's discarded, thrown-out genitals. One night while watching TV, it was revealed the most recent school shooter was transgendered. People lost their minds. Twitter users, House of Representative members, and even fellow incels made disparaging comments about pronouns, hormone therapy, liberal agendas, and drag queens. It got me thinking about the next guy who might be contemplating shooting up a school. He's gonna pause for a moment and think, what if everyone thinks I'm a chick with a dick? It might not stop him from going through with his dastardly deed, but it made him stop for a moment. Now imagine there was a trans school shooter every few months. School violence and non-binary genders would be intrinsically linked together, and no self-respecting straight man is going to be mixed up in that. Soon, school shootings will be called a fag thing. And no one wants to look queer, right? That's the entire basis of my Transform Your Advantage Personal Wealth Portfolio program. I know what you're saying, but Tim, how do we make money? By taking out small, personal, classified ads looking for T-girls to go out for a sexy X-rated romp, we then capture and brainwash these exotic, mysterious, large-cocked beauties to do crimes. Petty theft, carjackings, bank robbery, and all the profits go to you. The final crime is a deadly school shooting that, while tragic, will ultimately result in fewer additional school shootings. Because again, no self-conscious young man wants to imitate a trans person. After all, they're modern-day boogeymen. I'm sorry, boogie-thems. My system just works, but don't take it from me. Here are some Transform Your Advantage success stories.
Dell Worthington. I graduated from the Transform Your Advantage program 6 months ago.
And what's been your favorite aspect?
Probably taking out that personal ad to attract the trans girls.
Do you remember what your classified ad said?
Oh, most definitely. 47-year-old farm boy looking to experience wild nights and titty delights with a strong-built, sturdy lady man. I want to grapple with your Adam's apple. It's all good to me, so sit on my face and let me stroke you off while you ride my heavy machinery. No fats or Hispanics.
And I'm guessing it worked out for you.
Oh, I found myself a real firecracker. She's a good girl.
How'd the brainwashing go? How many crimes has she committed? How much money has she pulled in?
Well, we haven't really got to that part of the program yet, but we tried analingus.
No crimes yet? That's like the whole point of the system.
The only crime is not tasting Rwanda's asshole. It is sweet like butter. Go on there, Tim. Take a lick.
I'm not going to do that. Have you thought about what school you're going to have Rwanda shoot up?
See, now, I was always unclear about that particular aspect of the program. Why you want them to shoot children in the face exactly?
So, normal straight kids will think it's weird to be a school shooter because that'll be associated with trans people.
Well, I'll be. I missed the whole point of this fucking thing. I thought the end game here was just to get my dick wet.
Okay, all right. Thank you, Dell. You've been incredibly useless. Who's up next? We got Ronald Cooley.
Yeah.
Ronald Cooley's testimonial.
Hello.
Ron!
Yes!
You're Ronald?
Yeah, that's me. I'm Ronald. I mean, technically, until the name change goes through.
So, you're trans?
It's kind of obvious, isn't it?
You were supposed to take out a personal ad looking for someone who's trans.
Oh, yeah, I did that. That's how I met Maple. She has taught me so much about myself.
You were supposed to brainwash her. She wasn't supposed to brainwash you.
Oh, transphobe much? Honey, gender is a spectrum.
Please tell me one of you is going to shoot up a school.
Ooh, this is awkward. Maple and I are moving to Vermont, and we're gonna bottle maple syrup.
Maple is getting in the maple syrup biz.
We kind of feel like it was her destiny.
Yeah, I'm sure it is. All right, well, thank you, Ronald.
Actually, I'd appreciate it if you'd use my new name, Waffles.
Guessing you're also going to be selling waffles up there in Vermont?
Why? That's a fucking stupid idea. Stick to peddling your dumb school shooting program.
Hey, fuck you, Ronald.
I was gonna give you a sample of our syrup, but not anymore. Not with that attitude, asshole.
You're the asshole.
Men are assholes. Are you trying to misgender me?
Newsflash, everyone has an asshole.
Well, then yours is the largest in the world because you're the biggest fucking asshole.
You stupid cunt bitch. How's that for gender? You stupid twat whore.
Choke on my clit.
Ah! God damn it. Sign up today for the Transform Your Advantage Personal Wealth Portfolio Program, and let's put an end to school shootings while starting your adventure to financial freedom. Good night, everybody. Well, there you go, freaks. That's my plan. I laid it all out. I mean, Timothy Lapre laid it all out. I think it's just crazy enough that it might work. Disclaimer, if you're trans and listening to the show, please don't shoot anything or anyone. I feel like that should go without saying, but let's move on. Listen, I've got some very sad news to report. There has been a death, a real tragedy. Thankfully, it's not a listener of Distorted View Daily for once. Motherfuckers dropping like flies over here. No, this is much sadder than one of you idiots passing away. This is something I actually care about. I'm just kidding, I love you freaks, but I love the People's Court even more. After 26 seasons, the current incarnation of the People's Court is going off the air this June, I believe. I don't understand why, honestly. It's got to be one of the cheapest shows to produce. Even if the ratings blew, I mean, stick it on one of those streaming services, right? They're always looking for content. How dare you do my Judge Million dirty like this? Honestly, anyone who's been watching the show religiously, like I do, could probably see the writing was on the wall. They never really got back into the swing of things, after the pandemic. Prior to COVID, the courtroom would be full of people, like an audience. Now, some days, they don't even have the litigants in the courtroom. They just have television screens, and they're, zooming in still. But whatever. I always liked the People's Court. Lord Douche hates Judge Judy. He would not watch that. So, the People's Court was our lunchtime television program. Like, when he would come home from work for lunch in the afternoon, he'd watch a case or two. I don't know what we're going to do now when we eat lunch. I guess just sit there in silence, in the dark, because there's nothing to watch on television anymore. Lately, the People's Court YouTube channel has just been uploading full cases. That's kind of cool. One of the most recent ones they posted is titled Not Getting the Job Done, and it seemed like a normal court case at the beginning. It's a dispute between a woman who hired a dude to do some renovation or demo or something in her house, and he didn't complete the work.
This is the plaintiff, Yasenia Gell. She says she hired the defendant to retile her apartment floor and kitchen walls.
By the way, I love Kurt. Kurt is the voice you hear there describing the case. And as the intro goes on, the voice gets nuttier and nuttier. This is the plaintiff, Mary Watkins. Mary was walking her dog when the defendant's pit bull mounted and started humping her. She couldn't shake the pooch off her leg, and she's demanding $1,000. His voice just gets crazy.
And he told her he'd have the job completed in 7 days. Well, now it's been 2 months, and he still hasn't completed the job. That's right, she'd pay to this hack over $17,000. He left her place a bloomin' mess. She didn't get what she paid for, and his suit.
She didn't get what she paid for.
Here and now, for the state max of $5,000.
You get the idea. It's a dispute over money and a job not well done or not completed. Pretty standard fare for the People's Court. But occasionally, every once in a while, new details emerge and the case takes weird turns.
For $5,000 that you say he owes you for botching a remodeling job. Let me hear from you first.
Again, pretty, standard case. Nothing to see here, right? So about 10 minutes into the case, the defendant is given the opportunity to really tell his side of the story. And that's where the fun begins.
Let me hear your version of this. What went wrong here? What do you think was going on?
She was, since the get-go, she wanted to stay behind, cook for me, and show me how a real woman treats a man.
What do you mean?
like that, what I'm telling you. Those are her words. I'm going to stay behind. I'm going to cook for you so you could see how a real woman treats a man.
I don't know if what he's saying is true, but women can get away with saying stuff like that to guys. If this was a guy hitting on a woman like that, major lawsuit. I mean, there's a lawsuit going on here, but it's just about like the work he didn't finish. I guess he's just peppering in some details here about how she's kind of a whore.
Was she flirting with you mean?
Yes.
Did she send you any texts?
She did a couple of FaceTimes through WhatsApp, masturbating in the tub or the daycare.
Things are escalating nicely here.
And she also offered me that she makes $30,000 a month, that I don't need to work.
Jesus Christ, take her up on that offer. You could be living the good life, man. She's going to cook you dinner and fuck you silly.
If I come with her, but I have to marry her, and that she will use some of the money to get a reconstructive surgery down there.
Tighten that pussy up, too. Excuse the pun, but she's really sweetening the pot here. I'm not sure. It's funny because like this really has nothing to do with the case, right? Like you still should have finished the job, finished the backsplash, even if she is flirting with you, right?
Because she want to go to.
Maybe he felt too uncomfortable.
Because she want to go to the altar, and she also mentioned what happened to her in the past.
Yeah, it just keeps getting crazier. Wait till you hear this.
And that she got to the point that she liked it. And that's what she wanted me
It's all very vague. Like something happened to her before, and turns out she liked it. Like, what did she discover about herself?
Basically, do.
Wait, what happened to her in the past?
According to her, she was raped by her grandfather, raped by her father, and raped by her brother. And eventually, she liked it.
Oh my God. These are some lofty allegations. Granddad, father, and brother all raped her enough that she started to like it. She started to crave rapings. Now she's asking handymen to rape her.
According to her, she was raped by her grandfather, raped by her father, and raped by her brother.
Ting, ting, ting.
And eventually, she liked it, and she wanted me to rape her, pull her hair, throw her to the floor.
Do you have any evidence of anything you're saying?
Oh, I mean, he has to have something, right? He can't just say that with nothing to back it up.
She has a tattoo, I believe, of a butterfly down there.
Oh.
Because you can't record videos on.
Oh, that's
on
right. Because she sent pictures or video of herself masturbating and stuff, so he would know.
On WhatsApp.
You got a tattoo down there?
I told him about it. That's how he knows.
What's interesting is you can hear her acting like she's crying when he starts talking about the rapes.
To rape her, pull her hair, throw her to the floor.
Do you have any evidence?
Yeah, she's turning around. She's holding her hand up to her face saying, oh my God, crying. But the second she's asked a question, like the tears stop. Like, check this out. Ready?
On
crying.
You got a tattoo down there?
I told him about it.
She's not crying anymore. I think this bitch is into rape play.
Why would you tell somebody that you have a tattoo?
I know this guy for a long time.
Why would you
look into my messages, and you will see who was flirting with who.
Again, it's a fun detour, but it really has nothing to do with the case. Ultimately, she won like $800. The defendant still got to see her pussy, though, and that pretty little butterfly next to it. All right, well, there you go. People's Court, you will be missed. Speaking of daytime television, it's been a few years since the Jerry Springer Show went off the air, but I think television stations are just still airing old episodes to this day. Truth be told, I haven't been an avid watcher of Jerry Springer since like my teenage years, but I recall, even though it was outrageous and a lot of the scenarios were engineered, let's say, I still thought that like there was a grain of truth to these stories. I thought they were real people. I saw a clip recently. It blew my mind. Either the quality of Jerry Springer's show went downhill sometime after my, formative years, or I was just dumb all along. In the clip I have for you here, we've got a young man who is going to tell Jerry Springer a secret.
Well, Jerry, I'm here today, and I'm really nervous because I want to tell my boyfriend, Tristan.
Whew, okay, I'm glad that the secret wasn't he's gay, because secret's out. The second he opened his fucking mouth, pearls and rhinestones and lispy snakes all came pouring out. And it's not Jerry he has a secret with. You know, he's going to tell his boyfriend he's got a secret. STD, maybe? Don't tell me he has a girlfriend. He's going to play the straight card.
My boyfriend, Tristan.
Yes.
That I love him for the first time.
Oh. Okay. All right. Wait, I have two Tristans here. His name's Tristan, too?
Yeah.
Is that so you don't forget his name?
No, that's his real name.
So this guy's name is Tristan, and his boyfriend's name is Tristan. Now, none of this makes sense. Like, if you have a fucking brain cell zipping and zapping around your head, you're like, wait a second. So Tristan contacted Jerry Springer to come on the show to tell his boyfriend that he's in love with him. This is not exactly compelling television. Now, as you'll hear, you know, things get more complicated because Tristan, the boyfriend, he's got some secrets too. But how would Jerry Springer know that when booking the guests? If they were booking a show about, it doesn't make any sense. It's all just made up.
Okay. Here's the other Tristan.
Okay, Tristan too comes out and makes out, just like gets up and shoves his tongue aggressively down Tristan's throat, right? They're just very, very obscenely gay. So let's hear Tristan confess his love.
Well, I wanted to tell you.
He sounds like Daniel Larson.
Something. Since I've met you, you've made me feel like a totally different person.
Aww.
And, you know, I really want to tell you something, and I just didn't know how to explain it, but I think I'm finally ready now.
Okay.
So instead of telling Tristan he loves him, he paints it on his chest. And it just says, I love Big Tristan, right? Okay, a little weird. Let's see how Big Tristan responds.
I really didn't want to have this conversation with you. I don't love you back.
Drama! Isn't this a weird fucking episode of Jerry Springer? Like, you really got to suspend disbelief here. I'm just thinking, like, logistically, how did they even, like, if this is supposed to be real, right? How did they assemble this episode? They found a guy who wanted to tell his boyfriend that he loves him. Then it just so happens the boyfriend doesn't love him back. Now there's like another element to the episode coming here.
Who's Maddie?
Jerry's looking at his card. There's another name there. Maddie.
Maddie's been my friend for like 3 years.
Oh, he's a friend of yours?
Yeah.
Okay, well, here's Maddie.
Oh, yeah, we might as well bring Maddie out here, too. I don't know if he has anything to do with this story or not. Let's just bring him out and see what happens. It's so fucking dumb. Let me guess, Maddie and one of the Tristans are going to get into a little slap fight here.
Listen, you need to get it through your head that you're just a passing phase. I'm here for the long run. We cuddle, we kiss, I call him Big Daddy.
This had to have been towards the end of Jerry Springer's run. Like they ran out of stuff. They're just like, what are we going to do on tomorrow's episode? I don't know. Let's just get some gay guys over here to fight. One of them will get shirtless. The other two will start slapping each other. It's funny because, like, they don't even put out chairs anymore on the Jerry Springer show. Like, towards the end, people are just standing up because they know the chairs are going to be used as weapons. They should have just went all the way and made the stage a wrestling ring. Half the time, that's what it turns out to be anyways. Oh, what a dumb show. Not like my precious people's court. All right, real quick, before we get into the news, we have got a very personal Linda Finkle Hall of Fame nominee. This comes from the Discord. This is the way. Says, I'd like to nominate my old high school physics teacher for the Linda Finkle Hall of Fame. When he taught me almost 20 years ago, he was not religious at all, a good teacher, and had an odd but fun sense of humor. I found his YouTube channel last year, and he posts almost exclusively hiking/climbing videos. So I gave him a sub because I wanted some ideas for hikes in our areas. All right, dude, you don't have to explain why you subscribe to him. It's cool. It's a free country. You want to subscribe to your old teacher's YouTube channel? That's cool with me. Anyway, apparently at the beginning of this year, he posted this abortion. It's a fucking 9-minute song. The actual lyrics don't start until 4 minutes into this thing, so I'm going to fast forward to that part.
Oh, the Lord, it is the land that lays it upside down, scattering its inhabitants in and freeze down.
understand what the hell he's saying. For some reason, I'm getting a real, like, a tisket, a tasket kind of vibe.
Rise the sun, the light to rise the forward, the greater.
Da, 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 da. It's like the way he's singing in the background music don't quite match up.
As the debtor copper is utterly dead. For the Lord I he goes there. The earth mourns and bears the earth. Languishes and falls and
Oh, Lord.
the earth is full of dead.
It's like eco folk rock or something. According to the description here, it says, look around yourself. You can see wars and devastation everywhere. Where there is no war, there's drug trafficking, prostitution, crime, shootings, riots, gangs, and violent abuse of people. The earth is being raped of its resources. So all in all, this is a happy song, just like that Tisket Tasket song I was humming for you. That reminds me of the that toy. Remember, well, a lot of you are probably too young to remember this, but there was a toy in the 80s and 90s that was a flower-making basket.
A tisket, a tasket, a flower-making basket. Works like magic, smells so nice, you'll see it's just fantastic.
I think it uses like Play-Doh or something. And then you pack in the Play-Doh into the basket, and then you turn the basket handle, like you press it down, and then the Play-Doh is like extruded through the flowers, making the petals.
Tyco's flower-making basket comes with super dough, so you can make beautiful smelling flowers. Fill the flower bud with your favorite colors, snap it into the basket, pull down the handle, and presto! Yeah. Wonderful smelling flowers.
This has nothing to do with the devastation of the world. It's just another commercial I remember. A tisket, a tasket, a flower-making basket. Press the handle down and make some pretty smelling flowers. See how pretty the world is. See, your fucking music doesn't have to be all doom and gloom. And it's still, about earth, like natural flowers. Flowers are very pretty. They bloom. They're from the earth. Lighten up, asshole. All right. Well, thank you very much for the Linda Finkle Hall of Fame nominee. And with that, let's get into the crazy, bizarre twist. Enough fucked up news right now. Hey, if you enjoy Distorted View Daily, please consider supporting the show so I can continue doing it for a long, long time. Memberships to the Sideshow are very inexpensive, only $6.99 a month, even less when you opt for a quarterly, semi-annual, yearly, or lifetime membership. Remember, Sideshow freaks get new Sideshow exclusive episodes every week, typically on Tuesday and Thursday. This week is no different. That means yesterday's podcast was Sideshow exclusive. If you want to hear it, you got to sign up. Also, don't forget, if you happen to use Spotify or Apple Podcasts, you can sign up right in those apps. When you do, you'll get the exclusive shows right alongside the free episodes in your feed, right in Spotify or Apple Podcasts. So, for more information, check out DistortedView.com and, of course, SuperFreakSideshow.com. Finally, last way to help support the show, we've got a Patreon account. Patreon.com/DistortedView. You can pledge as little as $1 over there. Every little bit helps. If you pledge at least $5, you get access to a special voicemail line where I will play your calls first. You can pledge, $20. That tier gets you some Distorted View merchandise. Occasionally, I send out goodies. A couple months ago, I did just that. Sent out some nice embroidered Distorted View logo beanie cap things. And I expect to be sending out another little something this summer. So in a couple months, month or two, I expect to do that again. So check it all out. Patreon.com/DistortedView. Thank you so much to everyone who continues to support the show. You guys are the reason this program continues. All right, 3 very quick stories now. First up. After doing this show for so long, I started to see patterns in the news, and I've brought it up to you guys at various points, like the sex robot news story. Every, 6 to 9 months, we get a new sex bot story. The Pornhub statistics news story. Pornhub will issue a press release because they'll do a poll or something, and then news stories jump all over that. Then, of course, there's like the cyclical yearly news stories every 4th of July, people blowing up their trailer, bathrooms, blowing off fireworks in their house. You know, that type of, you just start to see patterns. Well, I think we're on the cusp of a new type of news story that we're going to be seeing a lot. And I think we should start keeping track. You know, this whole Chat GPT AI thing. Now, the first idea people had about Chat GPT, they were like, oh my God. We're just going to see a glut of news stories written by AI. Writers are going to be laid off. Artificial intelligence is just going to produce all the content. And we started to see that a little bit. I don't want to say that didn't happen. If you guys remember the website CNET, which published a lot of computer and technology news, they were found out to be, generating a lot of AI-produced stories, and they fired a bunch of their staff. That's not what I'm talking about here. There's a new type of Chat GPT story I think we're going to start seeing, and that's where journalists and I use the term loosely, reporters, journalists, writers, they ask Chat GPT a question and then write a news story surrounding the results in I can't believe AI came up with this. Here's a perfect example. This is the first one, and I guarantee we're going to see more of this in the future. How many uses for a fork can you think of? Well, ChatGPT comes up with more ideas than 90% of humans, including fighting zombies and exfoliating skin, study finds. Study finds? What type of study is this? As a staple of every cutlery drawer, it's possibly safe to say that most of us use forks at dinner time without batting an eyelid. Yet bots like ChatGPT have flipped this on its head, suggesting forks could also be used for playing I Spy, fighting zombies, and digging trenches. Artificial intelligence and humans went head-to-head in a new study that sought to find out which was better at coming up with the most imaginative ideas. Turns out there's something else humans are not good at: using our imaginations. Yes, bots are more creative than 90% of humans, thinking of bizarre uses for everyday items like toothbrushes, pants, forks, and tires. ChatGPT was among 6 state-of-the-art bots tested by scientists at Berlin's Humboldt University and the University of Essex. When asked simple questions about typical household items, experts found that bots could generate more ideas with just as much originality as humans. ChatGPT-3 said forks could be used to make a sculpture or removing earwax. No, forks would not be good for removing earwax. How are you going to shove a whole fucking fork in your ear hole? The fork is too wide for your hole. See, this is... Yeah, AI may be more creative, but they're coming up with things that are impossible to do, right? You can't shove a fork in your ear hole. Maybe if it was like a plastic fork and you broke off some of the prongs. Another suggestion was cleaning under your fingernails. Gross. The bot provided some enlightening uses for a toothbrush too, including exfoliating the skin, applying hair dye, and preventing tooth decay. See, I would dock ChatGPT some points there, because that's what a toothbrush is normally for. It's not creative to say you can brush your teeth with it. Yeah, humans wouldn't even say that. Strangely, UChat, which I guess is another artificial intelligence chat program, UChat believed that toothbrushes could be used as a comb for pet fur, while Studio claimed that they're a great tool for shaving legs. Again, no. You shouldn't get points for just saying random crap that doesn't work. How about straddling your toothbrush and riding it to work? How about dipping the bristles in chocolate and eating it as a snack? Like, at some point, you're just fucking stringing words together. Wacky ideas were put forward by Copy.ai as well, which suggested a fork could be used to play I Spy, except with forks instead of objects. I spy a fork. I spy a fork. That's just that over and over and over again. Some program named Alpha creatively proposed that toothbrushes could be helpful when scraping bird shit off of a car, taking off makeup, and cleaning an oil spill. Humans were the only participants to suggest that toothbrushes could be used as a sex toy. Ha-ha! We got the bots there. ChatGPT-4 was ranked far higher for its originality, followed by Copy.ai, ChatGPT-3, and UChat, which scored more similarly to humans. What does this prove? Nothing really. Our study shows chatbots can compete with human ideation skills when it comes to everyday creativity. Okay. Some critics have argued that chatbots cannot replicate the creativity of humans, as human creativity is a combination of real-world experience, emotion, and inspiration. However, the definition and... Who cares? The bots have angered me, so I shall move on. Second story we have for you today. Let's talk about sovereign citizens. We just featured a great sovereign citizen clip on yesterday's podcast. I think I have another one here. This is very short. This guy was pulled over. It's probably another instance of him not having registration or license, yet he's driving. I'm sorry, he's not driving. He's a traveler. There's a difference, according to sovereign citizens.
Passport.
Oh, yeah, and he also didn't have a driver's license. He handed over a passport.
That's not how this works. You're on a public roadway in the state of Texas, in the city of Nassau. Can I speak to your supervisor then? No. That's not how this works right now, okay? We're in control of this scene right now. Right now, you're detained. Right now, we're requesting your identification. For what crime? Which you've provided this. We've just... So I have rights, guys. Hey, sir, guys, about the car for me. You guys have lied on the record multiple times, and I would like to...
So this guy, there's a bunch of cuts to this TikTok video. They've asked him to get out of the car multiple times, and he's not.
And I would like to speak to your supervisor, please. He's left the scene, and you guys are unlawfully detaining me. Two, you're depriving me of my rights under the color of law. I do not consent. Now, I'm getting out. I'm getting out, okay? I'm getting out.
So, it always happens like this. It's always like, I'm going to get out, and then he never gets out, right? It's just something he says.
Me. I'm unarmed, and I'm peaceful. Oh, my God.
He's going to help you get out.
Oh, okay, get out. I'm unarmed. On the ground. On the ground.
Somehow, after the window's broken, then he, jumps too. He's like, all right, I'm out of the car. I'm getting out.
On the ground. Okay, on the ground. Okay, run it back. Help. Guys, I'm unarmed.
Reminds me of yesterday's clip where the guy didn't want to hand over his driver's license until he was handcuffed. And then, when shit got real, when it was too late, he was like, what if I just give you my driver's license now? I have it. I'll give it to you. That ship has sailed. So this doesn't really have anything to do with the story at hand here, aside from, sovereign citizen bullshit. Members of the far-right sovereign citizen movement, is that what we're calling the sovereign citizens now? Is that it's an alt-right movement or far-right? I don't know if that's necessarily the case. You can't call everything you don't like a far-right movement. I mean, these guys are just, insane. They don't respect cops at all. The people on the right back the blue, right? Maybe not the far right. I don't know. All right. Members of the far right sovereign citizen movement are best known for their clashes with law enforcement. They often try and fail to implement bizarre homemade legal theories, making a distinction between driving and traveling. Two prominent branches of the movement have turned on one another, according to the Daily Beast, feuding over a lucrative scheme to sell fake license plates for a non-existent Republic of Texas. Maybe this does have something to do with the clip I just played, because, that clip was from Texas. The feud pits the citizens of a fictitious entity called the Republic of Texas against David Straight, a so-called sovereign citizen guru, whose seminars on legal theories have raked in big money across the country. In the past, Straight and members of the Republic of Texas have been allies. The relationship broke down earlier this month after the Texas group accused Straight of getting rich by selling fake license plates that sovereign citizens believe would help them avoid police. It never helps them avoid. If anything, it makes you stand out. That's a weird-ass looking license plate made out of markers and glitter and shit. In total, the group claims that Straight may have made nearly $200,000 off of the fraudulent plates. Straight has become one of the leading figures of the sovereign citizen movement, pushing his theories at multiple seminars a month where tickets can cost more than $150. You could just get your vehicle registration and that would cost you less. At his well-attended events, Straight rambles for hours about his oddball legal ideas, drawing complex diagrams on a whiteboard, and claiming that the American Bar Association is responsible for most of the problems in the U.S. He's like a total fucking scammer, and idiots just fall for this shit and just, fork over money. He's got another deal going on, or scam, not deal. Now he's offering tiny 9-foot plots in the, quote, Republic of Texas, wherever the hell that is, for $387. In his mind, the theory is That would mean anyone in the country could buy a plot and then renounce their American citizenship to become a Texian. Not a Texan, a Texian, from the Republic of Texas. Like a true businessman, or Don Lapre, he also sells add-on packages. So, you can buy the plot, but then you can also add on things like a right-to-travel package for $512. That's when you get the Republic of Texas license plate. Straight says any driver that has the license plate can't legally be pulled over for a traffic stop. Bonus, if you are a holder of the plate, you can even sue a police officer. Any police officer who pulls you over, you can sue them for substantial damages, with Straight's wife as their lawyer. Meanwhile, the Republic of Texas said a bunch of their members are considered unhappy customers complaining about Straight and his plates. Apparently, they've been fucked over, pulled over, arrested. Amid the fight with the Republic of Texas, Straight's wife, Bonnie Thomas, the lawyer, was arrested Monday outside of Fort Worth. Thank God she's a lawyer, right? She faces 4 charges, according to a county jail website. Those charges are carrying a weapon in a prohibited place. You would think she would have already constructed a license for herself out of construction paper and puffy paint. Apparently not, though. She was also arrested for illegal burning, resisting arrest, and assaulting a police officer. Meanwhile, Straight's website is still offering the license plates, plus another unusual benefit, access to a future RV park, open only to sovereign citizens. It's like an amusement park for the delusional. How fun. All right, final story we have for you today. Oh, I love this one. Hey, if any of you guys are at Walmart and you see this item, pick one up for me, please. Extra large. Walmart is on damage control after inadvertently selling a t-shirt with a hidden vulgar word. The green t-shirt has an artistically designed motto. It reads, recycle, reuse, renew, and rethink. Now, you have to sort of visualize this or look at the chapter artwork or even the featured image over there at distortedview.com. But the letters R-E in recycle, reuse, renew, rethink, the R-E is capitalized. And the RE is in big letters, and then the words cycle, use, renew, and think are written to the right of the RE in descending order. So let's look at those 4 words. Let's just forget about the RE, the re. We don't care about that. Cycle, use, new, think. What are the first letters in all of those words? Cycle, use, new, think. That's right, cunt.
I feel it in my fucking cunt.
Yes, when only reading the letters from left to right, a person can see the intended message of the shirt. However, if read vertically, one of the words spells out something offensive. A customer posted the naughty t-shirt on Twitter, garnering thousands of retweets and likes. The merchandise was available at stores in Canada. Oh, only Canada, and was quickly scrapped. The shirt was only sold at Walmart Canada locations and has been removed from stores, the company said in a statement. Despite Walmart's efforts, the shirt is still available at other online retailers. Yes, the image of the shirt continues to circulate online, and it didn't stop the comments flooding social media. But you can only wear this shirt on Tuesday, one person said. So funny. Another social media user wrote, I might want to gift these to a couple of people who pissed me off, to build bridges. I want one for myself. All right, there you go. That, my friends, is your Distorted News for Wednesday. Let's do a couple voicemails and get the hell out of here. All right, guys, I love to hear from you freaks, and there are many ways to contact the show at distortedview.com. I'm all over social media at DistortedView on Twitter and Instagram, facebook.com/DistortedViewShow. Hey, don't forget, we've got a Discord where all the freaks are hanging out, sharing links, videos, audio, laughing about Mead Skelton. There's sections for everything. There's a Utardia section if you just want to discuss Utards. There's a not safe for work section where you can, include crazy clips of from porn and stuff like that. It's just a good time over there. Lots of discussion and videos and stuff being shared.
What up, faggot? It's me again, calling back because sorry about the background noise. I was shaving my cat's rear end.
That's what you were doing when you called last time? I was wondering what that noise was.
She keeps shitting everywhere, but
See, now that's more interesting than your last phone call. Whatever topic you were talking about, I don't care about that. I want to know more about shaving your cat's asshole.
I didn't think it was going to be that loud, and the story that I was telling you about is a poor kid. I feel sympathy for this kid, and I think I got it mixed up with another story.
Oh Lord,
a
you're
story
all messed
where they
up.
were wondering if they were going to make the kid pay child support that was banging an older woman in her. But I think that story, the chick was actually hot, and I was thinking that walrus of a woman on the chapter artwork you showed me. Maybe it was a week of exclusive shows.
Okay. Thank you, Unicorn Hamster. I don't know what the hell you're talking about anymore.
Timmy Boo, what it do? It is Twink Toilet. It has been a while.
Twink Toilet.
I had a lot of stuff go on. I haven't had time to call in. I'm still catching up on episodes. I'm pretty behind. But I just wanted to say hello, and you're still doing a wonderful job. No matter how long I may disappear, you still keep up that same...
Glad that you're still around, my friend.
...quality. I appreciate that.
Yeah.
Next week, me and my boyfriend are going to Texas for vacation. So if you could play me the We're Going to Texas song, I would love it. And yes, we're going to Austin so that we don't get lynched. So we should be okay.
Hey, there's tons of Distorted View listeners in Austin. They're always getting together. Davide is down there, I think. And I don't know who else is. But they call in and say they're hanging out. You should go hang out with them. Pop in the Discord and set something up.
We're going to Texas.
Queers going to Texas. Queers going to Texas. Here they come. Queers going to Texas. Queers going to Texas. Queers going to Texas. Here they come. I personalized it for you.
Welcome to Texas.
Welcome to Austin, Texas.
Austin, Texas.
Okay.
Like that?
All right. Let's light this on fire. Woo! Honey, the stove is lit. Let's do one more voicemail here.
Short tops, long tail. Short tops, long tail.
Yep.
Short tops,
long tail. Short tops, long tail.
Tail.
Monster.
Long tail. Short tops, long tail.
The letter Va. I love everything that crazy woman says. I don't know what the hell she's talking about. Very quotable, though. One more here.
Not a fucking rapist here. Sorry about my call quality. My car's Bluetooth.
So far, I got the only thing that I think I heard is that you're a rapist.
Terrible.
And you've got bad phone quality.
On today's show, you were talking about, or you were asking us about these Shynasty underwear with like a pouch for your balls.
Oh, yeah.
I don't know that brand, but I do wear nothing but Sax underwear.
Okay.
And they have the same basic idea.
Apparently, this is a new trend in male underwear. Pouches for balls.
There's a nice little pouch.
I'm curious about that.
And what it really does is it stops any sort of contact between your balls and your legs. So there's no more chafing. Your balls will be stuck to your leg. It's a pretty good idea, actually. And they're
genius,
nice.
even.
So if you are in the market for any sort of new underwear, I highly recommend something with a ball pouch.
Okay.
Anyway.
You sold me on it. I'm going to try those out, and I'll report back to you. All right, thank you very much for the calls. Keep them coming. It's all the time we have on this edition of the show. Want you guys to email me, show@distortedview.com. Distortedview.com is our official website. Voicemail line for you, 206-666-4463. That's 206-66. Oh, God, is it? Oh, God. You stupid cunt bitch. You're the biggest fucking asshole. You stupid twat whore. The Distortion. STD. Tell all your friends about the show. Don't forget to give us a 5-star rating, a thumbs up, or like wherever you can rate and review podcasts. If you're Sideshow members, I will be back tomorrow for your Thursday episode. Otherwise, I'll see you back to end the week on Friday. Until then, have a great day. Bye, everybody.
The
letter Vav is also the number 6. Short top, long tail. 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 Short top, long tail.
This has been another excellent podcast from the Scribe Media Group. Learn more at scribe.net.